Hey, what's going on, basketball fans? It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back for another NBA Prizepicks video. I did an early video where I dropped 5 picks. I will link it at the end of this. Again, I got 5 more for this afternoon. Got a lot of games on tap for a Saturday, so we're not going to have much basketball tomorrow with the Super Bowl. Only have 2 basketball games tomorrow, but got 11 today. The early video focused more on the early game, the kind of island one that we have against Portland and the Knicks. But these will be for more of the main slate. So with that, again, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and let's get after it. All right, like always, you can see I have the Prizepicks desktop version up here. We'll go through 5 picks, and I'll kind of talk and give you my reasoning analysis. Play them, fade them, use them for your research. I just want to give you all the research that I do have, and that way you can make your own decisions on what you want to do, and hopefully it provides you some value and makes you some money. Like I said, last night, the early video did really well. We went 4-1. Only one we lost was Jakob Poeltl for a half point, and then the afternoon video, we went 2-2. But overall, a profitable day for me, and hopefully it was for you as well. But if you don't have a Prizepicks account, head on over there, use promo code DFSArmy, get that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. All right, first one we're going to go at, we're going to go points. Again, teams are going to start feeling themselves out a little bit here with all the trades and whatnot, and maybe we can take advantage of some of this stuff. So the first one we're going to go is Darren Fox over 21.5 real-life points here. Again, he's going up against Washington. They're 17th in the NBA with points allowed, 21st in defense allowed against the point guard. And he's been on a roll here. He's won over 4 of his last 5, actually 5 out of his last 6 games. With Buddy Hield shipped out, Halliburton shipped out. Now Josh Jackson is going to play. Lyles is going to play. Devin Vassell is going to play. So I still think he's going to stay aggressive here. Like he was on the chopping block going back and forth. Is it going to be him? Well, they got rid of Hield and they got rid of Halliburton. So it's like, hey, this is our guard, and he's going to show out. I think he's went over this 5 out of his last 6 times. Played Washington once this year, and that was back on December 15th. He put up 28 real-life points in 31 minutes. But again, it's a great matchup. The last 2 games, 35, 36 minutes. The minutes have been way up. Shots have been way up over his last 5 as well. 20, 22, 20, 12, and 18. So last 3 games putting up over 20 shots. You have to love that. Getting to the line, 5, 4, 8 free throw attempts. And we got a Washington defense that is 23rd in the league with free throws allowed. So he does like to get to the rim. It's just a perfect matchup for him. On the other side, Washington doesn't have Bradley Beal. Gafford's out, and the unicorn Porzingis is still out. So they're hurting. But again, we got a nice 223.5 over-under. Sacramento favored by 3 here. So a really good matchup for Fox, and we're going to look at the over here. Next one we're going to go Kyle Kuzma. We're going to go points, rebounds, and assists. Now, I was looking at his points a little bit. Again, there's no Porzingis here. There's no Dinwiddie. So it's basically Kyle Kuzma. There's no Beal, right? Like, it's just him. So going up against Sacramento, it's a good kind of bring back and correlation in this is a little bit. He's going to have to do everything here, right? Sacramento's 29th in points allowed, 23rd in rebounds allowed. Now, again, a lot of these stats you're going to have to take with a grain of salt because the teams are so different right now. But he's going to play a ton as long as this game stays close. Last game out in the same situation where there's no Dinwiddie, no Porzingis, he played 38 minutes against Brooklyn, and he ended up putting up 38 points, rebounds, and assists. So he's going to do a little bit of everything. He only scored 15 real-life points in that game, but he took 15 shots, only hit 6 of them, just shot 40%, but he had 13 rebounds and 10 assists. He's going to have the ball in his hands a ton. I feel more comfortable taking the points, rebounds, and assists here, and I'm okay if you wanted to find something on another book and take his over rebounds and assists. I kind of like those. We don't have them on Prizepicks, but I think it's like 14.5 on somewhere else, and I think you can look at that. But I just like this over 35.5. The juice is a little bit on the over out there as well at -122. But again, as long as this game stays close, he is going to do everything, and really like this one. Next one we're going to look at, going right back to the well. We smashed this last time. Points, rebounds, and assists. He was the cover boy on that early early video we did. And we're going to go right back to him. We're going Keldon Johnson over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, this is a back-to-back for the Spurs. Again, they're going up against the Pelicans here. And it's sitting at a 229.5 over-under with Pelicans favored by 6. He's going to have to do a lot here, right? He's went over this mark in 7 of his last 8 games. And with no White there, and they do have, where's the injury report for that? They do have Thomas Sanderansky is going to play, but Zach Collins is going to be out. Josh Richardson, that with the trade from Boston, he's going to be out. He's not going to play. Same with Romeo Langford. He's not going to play. Bates Diop is not going to play. So there's a lot of guys that are going to be out, so they're still going to have to play minutes here. And Keldon Johnson will score, but does a little bit of everything. And they're going to need his size going up against the Pelicans with Ingram. And, they got CJ McCollum now, Graham. They're a pretty big team, so they're going to need him out there quite a bit. So I really like this over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists for him. The next one we're actually going to go to his teammate here. And I was going back and forth. We're going to go Devin Vassell. I kind of like the 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. If you want to take that, I can understand. I went over and decided I was going to take the 13.5 points on him. Now he got thrust in the starting lineup, right? And then the last 2 games, he's playing, right around 30 minutes. It was a blowout against Atlanta yesterday, so he played 28 minutes. I think we'll see close to 30 minutes out of him, but the big thing for me is the shots. 13 and 16 shots over those last 2 games, and you love to see that, right? They're gonna need him with all those guys out. Like I said, all those guards are out with Richardson and Langford. They're gonna need him. So as long as he's starting again, if he's not starting, I wouldn't want to play him. But I'm assuming he's going to start again. With Sato, I would assume coming off the bench to take Murray's, spelled Murray. So I would assume Devin Vassell starts again. So this plays only if he starts. He should see 30, 32 minutes. And this just seems too low for me. In those 2 games, again, 20 and 18 points. He's going to look to be more the shooter. We know Murray gets his guys involved. We've been killing that over assist mark with him over and over and over. So I do like the over 13.5 points here as long as the shot's falling. And as long as he's going to be shooting 13, 16 times a game, he should be able to get there pretty easily. So we definitely like this on the over. And if you don't feel comfortable with that one and you wanted to go the DeJounte Murray, I just don't want to be a broken record on this, but I'm going to keep, as long as you can get it at 10 or below, I'm always going to take the over and DeJounte Murray assists. So if you want to take this one instead, no problem doing that. But I wanted to mention another one that I liked that was different from the same picks every day. But they've been cashing every day, man. Murray's just been stinking, just printing money when it comes to the assists. So, and then the last one we got for today, we're going to come over here and we're going to go rebounds. And we're going to come down to our boy, Steven Adams, over 10.5 rebounds. Going up against Charlotte, right? Charlotte, they shoot a ton of threes. They're ranked 30th in the league defense against center. They're 28th in the league against rebounds. He already went up against these guys on November 10th, put up 13 rebounds in just 28 minutes. He's went over this mark in 4 out of his last 6 games. It's just a great spot for him to go over on the 10.5 rebounds. And a lot of the books out there is already at 11.5. So we get a whole rebound here over on Prizepicks that we can take advantage of. Because I'm not sure I would really want it at 11.5, but 10.5, I think he gets us there. And we're gonna go the over on Steven Adams here. And I don't even mind if you want to take a shot on him in points as well. I feel more comfortable with the rebounds. But I was looking at him on points as well, and I think it was 7.5 for Steven Adams when I was looking at it. It's not one, if you're going to choose between the two, I'd choose rebounds, but he was out there. Man, why can't I sneak and find this thing? I'm losing my mind. Yeah, there he is. It is 7.5. So if you want to take this again, he's hit it last 3 out of his last 5. So I don't mind this one as well. And he hit 9 points to get Charlotte last time. It's just he's not a shooter, man. He don't shoot a ton. He had 9 shots against Detroit last game, but before that, 4, 6, 4, 5. Like he's just not. So he's out there to do rebounds, getting the ball out to John Morant. So I prefer the rebound. So little recap here. We got Darren Fox over 21.5 real life points. Kyle Kuzma over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Going back to the well, Keldon Johnson at over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Devin Vassell over 13.5 points, or if you want to take the over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists, either one of them. And then Steven Adams over 10.5 rebounds. I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday. A lot of basketball today. Again, we're not going to have a lot tomorrow because of the Super Bowl. But again, hope you have a profitable day, and I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.